Hello, it's Mrs. McElroy, and I'm going to read to you today Sky Color by Peter H. Reynolds. You might know this author because he also wrote Ish and The Dot. So if you haven't read those books yet, you might want to look him up after we're done with Sky Color. How am I going to make the sky without blue paint? Have you ever thought of this question? I love to read the flyleaf because this tells me what the book is about. Marisol is ready to paint the sky for the class mural, but she can't find the color she thinks she needs. A spectacular sunset on the bus ride home starts Marisol thinking. A many-hued dream later that night nurtures the idea that maybe, just maybe, there is another way. In this lovely book, the third in his Create trilogy, which also includes The Dot and Ish, Peter H. Reynolds once again demystifies and celebrates the creative process and expands the notion of what it means to be an artist. So let's get started. Sky Color. It looks like it's going to be a big painting. When I see a ladder, I wonder, what is that ladder for? Wow, look at those colors. What kind of paint do you think she used for that? Sky Color, Peter H. Reynolds. Marisol was an artist. She loved to draw and paint, and she even had her very own art gallery. Do any of you have an art gallery like this? I know there's one upstairs in my kitchen. Not all her art hung in a gallery. Much of it she shared with the world. If you look close, it says "Get Well." I guess she's making a card. She painted posters to share ideas she believed in. So I guess she's a climate activist. It says "Save the Ocean," and that gives people the idea of what they can do to help the earth. At school, Marisol was famous for her creative clothes, her box of art supplies, and her belief that everybody was an artist. Yes, Marisol was an artist through and through. So, when her teacher told the class they were going to paint a mural for the library, Marisol couldn't wait to begin. Do you know what a mural is? A mural is a painting that is on a wall. Mura means wall in Latin. It looks like this teacher's pretty excited, and she's getting the rest of her class excited. Look at their faces. They look like they're ready to start, don't they? The classroom buzzed with the sound of brainstorming. The students talked and sketched. Together, they made a great big drawing. Do you know this word brainstorming? When all the ideas just start flowing, and then you decide what works best? Then they marched to the library. I'll paint a fish. I'll paint one too. I'll paint the ocean. Marisol shouted, I'll paint the sky. This looks like a nice collaborative project. Marisol rummaged through the box of paint but could not find any blue. Rummaged means you're kind of looking around, moving things all over the place. She rummaged around. How am I going to make the sky without blue paint? On her face, she looks a little nervous or worried, doesn't she? The bell rang. It was time to put their brushes down for the day. As she climbed aboard the bus, Marisol kept wondering. Here she goes. See this wondering face over here? All the way home, she stared out the window. What do you think she's looking at? What do you think she's thinking about? The sun lowered closer to the horizon. See this horizontal line? That's the horizon where the sky touches the earth. Do you think she's going to get some ideas on her way home? Later at home, Marisol watched the day turn into night. Do you see the colors are changing? It looks like they're getting a little darker and deeper for nighttime colors. That night, Marisol settled into a deep dream. It looks like she's got artwork all over her room. I wonder if these give her ideas for sweet dreams right before she goes to sleep. She drifted through a sky swirling with colors. The colors mixed, making too many to count. Look at all these colors, and there's drips, and sometimes you could see where it sort of dissolved out into the water. Sometimes if you use wet paper, it makes the colors run like that. You can try that too. Here she is, drifting through the sky. In the morning, Marisol stood waiting for the bus in the rain. The sky was not blue. She smiled. Why would she be smiling? Do you think maybe she has an idea? Maybe she's been thinking about her sky color. At school, Marisol raced to the library. She grabbed a dish and began adding colors. This one, that one. She swirled the brush to make an altogether new color. Wow, looks like she's excited. Everybody else is getting ready. Look, they have their fish, all for the mural. Marisol then began painting on the wall. A boy asked, "What color is that?" "That?" Marisol said. "That is sky color." How do you think he looks? A little curious? Maybe some surprise? She looks like she's getting right to work. She's pretty enthusiastic about her idea. Wow, look at that. Even the children are impressed with their work. So some people did the water, some people did the fish, and look at this sky color. I see yellows and greens, and they're blending into yellows again and reds. Red goes into the purple, and it's almost black over here. Did you ever think you could use these for sky color? This is giving me some good ideas. I'm going to start looking at the sky some more. Do you notice the sky comes all the way down to the water? Again, this is the horizon line, and your sky color always comes down to meet wherever the land or the water is. Instead of just painting it up on top and leaving white paper, the sky color comes all the way down to the horizon. And that's it. Look at this. It says, "Dedicated to Aldo Servino, who took the blue paint away from me and helped me paint and think in sky color." She didn't even use what I thought was sky color.